Bonjour mes amis. I know I just popped in a few minutes ago on the left bank, but there's something else I'd like to show you. You recognize this building, though the sun is facing me, the beautiful Hotel de Ville in Paris. So I have made it to the right bank. The Seine River is right here. You can see Notre Dame ahead of us, across the bridge. I'd like to just take you quickly before the photo exhibit where I'm headed to a little garden that a lot of visitors miss because it's closed during the week. It's only open on weekends. It's a really peaceful place in the busy city, especially with all the traffic on this side here. It's like, 9:30 in the morning, Saturday in Paris. And I'm going to show you this little garden where I like to come when I am in the area on the weekends. Again, this is the Hôtel de Ville de Paris. I'm holding my phone, so I hope it's not too shaky for you here. Windy too. So this garden I want to show you is right here, next to the Hôtel de Ville. It's called Le Jardin des Combattants de la Nueve. And you can see there's a sign in Spanish, Jardín de los Combatientes de la Nueve. And there's a reason for that. When Paris was liberated in August of 1944, the first division to enter Paris after Parisians had been fighting the Germans for about a week was General Leclerc's 2nd Armored Division. But what a lot of people don't know is that in the 2nd Armored Division, most of the fighters were from Spain. They were Spanish Republicans who had fled the civil war in Spain and fought with the Free French forces, and they were the first ones to enter Paris with Leclerc in August of 1944, and so this garden is dedicated to them. Now the story of this garden is that it was private in a way. It used to belong to the City Hall of Paris, so the mayor of Paris used to enjoy this garden by himself. But it eventually became a public garden, and it houses now the daycare of the City Hall of Paris, so for people who work there. And so the public can enter on the weekends. It's a really fun place for kids because you can see here the sign that says Un poulailler pour Paris, poulailler, chicken coop. You won't see any chicken right now. I don't know if they take them back inside for the night or if they don't have them right now, but you have rabbits and chicken usually. So I was disappointed when I came earlier that they weren't here, but usually you'd have chicken in here. Maybe COVID has also played tricks on that poor chicken and it's not been out here for a while. This is where the rabbits, les lapins, would be. And again, the Seine is right here, and the left, the Ile de la Cité, and behind it, the left bank on the other side. But if you come to this garden, it's super peaceful. As long as you come on a weekend, it's open then. And I want to show you, it's very small. But it's so peaceful. And so this is a side of the magnificent Hôtel de Ville de Paris, the City Hall of Paris, that most people never see because it's hiding in this garden. And so you have a couple of benches. You can come and read a book. And then back there is the little daycare where the employees of the City Hall can leave their kids while they're working. But this is the best part. It's June and all the roses are in bloom, and I'm going to pull down my face mask. Nobody's here. And it smells divine. Just last weekend we were in Blois and I showed you in the Loire Valley, and I showed you a beautiful rose garden. You can find the replay here on Facebook or on my YouTube channel. When I lived in Paris and I was in this area on the weekends, I would often stop here to eat a croissant or a snack or just regroup away from the commotion. I mean, the roses are spectacular. They're clearly very happy here. Yes, the smell is heavenly. You are right. And of course, you have this glorious architecture right above your head. This building that's known so much, so many disruptions, almost burned to the ground in 1871 after the Commune uprising, was rebuilt. So it's not very big. During the week, you would not be able to be here again because this is the daycare of the city of Paris, of the Hôtel de Ville of Paris. So that's why it's closed during the week. You can see the security camera over there. There's an entrance on that street and then the entrance that I showed you. Oh, well, thank you for the kind, appreciative comments. Well, I had promised I would share what I saw during my fun Paris weekend. That's what I tried to do. So if you missed the first live stream I did quickly this morning by the Fontaine Saint-Michel, I told you that I was headed to a photo exhibit honoring somebody I really admire. So I'll be sure to report back on that as well. And if I don't do it today, then I will do it later with photos. This is Etienne Marcel. In the 14th century, he was a very powerful man that actually staged a rebellion against the king. That didn't end up so well for him. But he's considered one of the original mayors, if you will, of Paris. Etienne Marcel was his name. You've seen his name on a popular metro station too. So there you are, in a almost secret garden dedicated to the brave fighters of La Nieve, who had come from Spain after the Civil War to fight during World War II with the Free French forces and the Allied forces, and were the first ones to enter Paris with General Leclerc. You got to give credit where credit is due. See how quiet it is? You can barely hear the traffic. So our friends, the chickens, are clearly not here, and I can see a lot of weeds. So I don't think they've used the coops for a little while. We do have women on that facade of the Hôtel de Ville. How refreshing. And I happened to find Madame de Sévigné, who lived for more than 2 decades in the beautiful Hôtel Particulier private mansion that I visited yesterday, that is now the Musée Carnavalet. Very famous for her correspondence, the letters she wrote to her beloved daughter. Great stories about what it was like to live in the affluent circles, the French aristocracy in the 17th century. So voila, my friends, when you return to Paris, if you are here on a weekend, you can pop in here and enjoy this beautiful little garden as well, when everybody else is typically outside here on the plaza of the Hôtel de Ville. Lots of crowds. There's an event going on about bicycles, dedicated to biking and bicycles. That's what all the white tents are. I haven't really looked into it. Yeah, maybe it was the bird flu, you're right. I'm not sure. So I'm going to say goodbye now on my way to the photo exhibit. And I will be reporting back later. Quick little hello. Thank you for joining me in that pretty garden outside the Hôtel de Ville. Yes, rebonjour, Andrea. Might pop in again, you never know, before I head out to my parents later today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. night, morning, evening, whatever time it is for you. And I will be seeing you soon. All the information you need is in this video notes as soon as it pops up on Facebook. And it might make it later to YouTube too when I get home in the Loire Valley. À bientôt les amis!